Hello everybody, this is Dwayne at Mountain State Wellness. Today I want to talk to you about my awakening on essential oils. Now up until recently I had limited exposure to essential oils. I've heard of them for several years and I even used them sporadically, probably wintergreen oil from time to time for muscle aches, which is pretty effective. My grandmother always had some kind of concoction that she used on us for a variety of things. They had oils in them. I don't know what kind, but they generally work. A few months ago, in fact, I think it was Memorial Day, I traveled to my cousin's house, and much to my surprise, they were involved with essential oils. In fact, their bathroom cabinet was lined up with about 100 essential oils. I couldn't believe it. Anyhow, to make a long story short, that night, the very first night I was there, they put a diffuser in our bedroom with lavender oil, and it had a pleasant aroma, and we slept like babies. And since that day, I have had a diffuser in my bedroom with lavender oil, and I too sleep like a baby, and so does my wife, and so does my dog. My little dog loves it so well that every time I light that diffuser up, he jumps up in the chair beside the diffuser and just kicks back, and he's out like a light. Well, lavender oil is not only good for relaxing you and helping you sleep, it's also very good for insect bites, poison ivy, and I know this to be factual. Here's a bottle of doTERRA, certified therapeutic grade lavender oil. Now, about a month ago, I was cutting brush and I exposed myself to some poison ivy, and lo and behold, I had a patch about the size of a silver dollar in the crook of my arm. So I texted my friend Evan Summers, and I said, who's an essential oils expert, I said, what would be good for treating poison ivy? He says, lavender oil. So I just happened to have some Brand X. I didn't have any doTERRA yet. This was before I became a doTERRA wellness advocate. So I put Brand X, a couple drops on there for one day. Nothing happened. I tried another day. Nothing happened. That's 2 days. In the meantime, my doTERRA comes in the mail. So I decided I'm going to try some of the doTERRA on the poison ivy. So I did, and after one day, marked improvement, and after 2 days, gone. My wife also uses this on mosquito bites, and I'd already read, and apparently she had too, in my essential oils Bible, that lavender works great on bug bites. And my wife has real sensitive skin. She had a couple mosquito bites, and naturally they swell up and they itch and they burn. She put 1 drop of lavender oil on each bite, and within hours the burning and itching sensation was gone. And one day a marked improvement, and 2 days completely gone. Now, some may say it was a placebo effect. Well, maybe. But I'm telling you, this stuff worked for me and my wife and my little dog when it comes to sleep. I challenge you, get you a good bottle of lavender oil and a diffuser. I almost guarantee you're going to sleep better. Another oil that I use from time to time, and it's worked well for me, is frankincense. That legendary oil. The oil the 3 wise men brought to the baby Jesus. Frankincense oil has been around for centuries, actually a couple thousand years. It's made from, I believe doTERRA's brand comes from Madagascar, I think. But this is the most expensive oil I have. It's about $75 for a 15 ml bottle. Now, you say that's a lot. Yes, it is. But there's about 250 drops of this oil in a bottle. So really, when you talk about drops, your cost per drop is only a few pennies per drop. So, you know, I had varicose veins in my right leg and have had for years, and when I'm standing, they pop out about the size of my little finger. Sometimes they get inflamed, they burn, they itch. Well, typically I would go to a doctor, get an antibiotic and an anti-inflammatory drug, which usually works. This time I already had heard of frankincense's anti-inflammatory properties, so I decided to give it a try. And I did. I just put 2 or 3 drops and rubbed it in from about my knee to my ankle, and after 1 day, marked improvement. After 2 days, completely gone. That was 2 months ago, and I haven't had any reoccurrence. Since then, I haven't had to use frankincense oil until just this past week. I was watching a Dr. Axe video. That's Dr. Axe, A-X-E, and I think I shared the video on Cancer Warriors and Mountain State Wellness. He had mentioned that frankincense oil is very effective at treating warts. So I have one wart that I just started using frankincense oil on this past week. So I've been on about 5 or 6 days. I'm going to see what happens. And instead of using a dropper bottle, I'm making up my own roller bottles in my essential oils laboratory. Gee, I'm almost like a mad chemist. This is a 10 ml bottle. This has got pure frankincense oil in it. So I decided to go this route because it's much, much easier. With a dropper bottle, it's easy to, sometimes the drops don't come out, so you shake it a little bit and several drops will come out. With a roller bottle, very simple to apply. Also, frankincense oil and many of your essential oils is so concentrated that you could easily make this bottle up and put, say, this is a 10 ml bottle, put 1 ml of frankincense, or maybe 10 drops, then fill the rest of it up with fractionated coconut oil, which will drive your cost down tremendously. And according to Dr. Hill, he's the research scientist of doTERRA, essential oils are just as effective when you use a carrier oil. So even though in your mind you're saying, oh, I'm diluting it, it's not, the results are not going to be as good, wrong. When I make up another bottle like this, this is going to last me for probably a year. It will be no more than 10% frankincense, and the rest will be fractionated coconut oil or some other carrier oil. I mean, there are other carrier oils, but fractionated coconut oil is the most popular. And here is something else that I am putting together in my little essential oils lab. They're called inhalers. You can buy these inhalers off of Amazon or anywhere. They're blank inhalers. They got a cotton swab that goes down in the middle of them. This particular one has got lavender oil, peppermint, and black spruce. Now there's about 5 drops of each. Drops now. These things cost about 35 cents a piece. And you have about 10 or 15 cents in oils in them. So you got way less than $1 in an inhaler. Let me tell you something. You put this up against your nose and inhale deeply, you can feel it all the way to your lungs. This cool sensation. It will open your sinuses up. This stuff is amazing. If you ever get into essential oils, buy you some inhalers and make these up. You will be impressed. Here's another essential oil that I just started to use this week. It's called oregano. Yep, oregano, the same stuff you have in your spice cabinet, except this is an essential oil, and it's refined and many, many, many more times concentrated that you would find in your spice rack. Oregano oil has major antimicrobial benefits, and also it's antifungal. Now, I shared another video a few days ago with Dr. Axe talking about how oregano oil was used to treat, I believe, his mother-in-law's fungus toe or fungus toenail. Well, I just happen to have one. I've had it on my left big toe for over 20 years. And I've actually been to the doctor over this, and they give me some highfalutin drugs that was quite expensive. I think I paid $50 with my copay. But when I got home, I read the fine print, and it said, do not use if you've ever had a liver ailment or severe damage to your liver can result. Well, folks, you can't live without a liver. I had hepatitis when I was very young, so I didn't take a single one of those pills. Now, the oregano oil is very powerful antifungus, and the toe fungus is obviously fungus. And so I just started this week, 1 drop a day, right under the nail. I'm going to do this for 60 days and see what happens. And I'll report back to you. But according to Dr. Axe, it does work, and I expect it to work. Also, oregano oil has actually been used, since it's good antimicrobial, it has been used successfully to treat pneumonia. That's right, pneumonia. Now, when you take oregano oil internally, you have to be careful because it is so powerful. Even though it has those beneficial properties, it can kill off the beneficial flora in your gut, just like antibiotics can. So Dr. Axe recommends 5 to 7 days max of oregano oil. Now, don't rush out and get oregano oil and start taking it unless you have further instructions, because you probably need to dilute it. That's how powerful it is. Here's another oil I just added to my medicine chest. It's called turmeric oil. Where have we ever heard of turmeric? Well, it's the same stuff that I've been taking every day for several years. I take it in capsule form, I cook with it, I put it in my smoothies. But this is not in the powder form. This is essential oil, and it's probably 50 to 100 times more concentrated than the powder form that you buy. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to use this yet. I have to do a little more research. But it's there. I wanted to have a bottle of it to add to my medicine chest. Now, here is another blend that I made up for my diffuser. This is a little 5 ml bottle. This is my citrus blend, and it is made up of lemon oil, this is doTERRA's #1 seller, lime oil, wild orange oil, and bergamot, which is another citrus fruit. You don't see bergamot here in the States. I believe it comes from Spain. So these 4 citrus oils, you put them together, and I put them in my petal diffuser, doTERRA petal diffuser, which is in my bathroom. You light that thing off and it's like Vesuvius. just erupted. There's this cloud of this wonderful citrusy aroma that envelops the bathroom. The benefits of this is not only the good aroma, it's antimicrobial, it's a good insect repellent to flies, gnats, if there is any, just skedaddle. It's not toxic, not carcinogenic, as is scented candles and air wicks. This is great stuff, and you know, I'm having so much fun since I got into essential oil. Just sitting down and blending up these little bottles. Wonderful. There is many, many more essential oils that I have not tried. I probably got 15 in my medicine cabinet, which is right up here. Incidentally, this is my medicine cabinet. I do not have any pharmaceutical medications in my medicine cabinets anywhere in the house. That's history. I will never use them again the rest of my life. Too many people have paid with their life because of pharmaceutical drugs. Well, there's some great things coming down the road, folks, in essential oils, and in about 3 weeks there will be Essential Oils 2 conference. It'll be online for 1 week. It's free. You can go to Cancer Warriors and find the link, register for it. You can go to Mountain State Wellness, and there's other sites on Facebook that's also got this link. You need to be there. I believe there's 33 of the world's foremost experts on essential oils. And I guarantee you, if you only make it one day, you'll learn more about essential oils than you could possibly ever imagine. I will continue to show more videos and links and posts on essential oils, mostly on Mountain State Wellness. But when they pertain to preventing cancer and or treating cancer, you will see them in Cancer Warriors too. In the meantime, folks, have a great weekend, and until the next time, Pahalum.